Let's see this. Oh yes, Tor.com. Tor.com recently added its new publishing science fiction bookstore, and what's amazing about this thing is it's across all publishers. Now, normally when you create your own bookstore, it's normally for your own publisher and its corresponding imprints, but Tor.com has decided to go against that and really add just science fiction bookstore in general, similar to maybe an online Baka Phoenix store. Now, Tor.com is not necessarily the Tor publishing house, although it does share its name, but Tor.com is really a blog that was started a year or two ago and uses its authors as a means of it's really its own blog. It gets authors to write posts on occasion, and it's really informative. It's really gained the publicity for the website, and go check it out. It's hang on. And unfortunately, I don't have the hyperlink here. Well, you know what? Type in Tor bookstore. I'm sure you'll get it. Let's get out of there for now. Okay, now what I'm really excited about is I got an email from a guy named Justin Golenbeck, and he is basically Cory Doctorow's publicity agent. Now, if you don't know who Cory Doctorow is, well, one, you should, but secondly, he's this great Toronto-born author who's really been hitting it on the main scene. He in the mid-90s, he started a project called Open Cola, which was a precursor to what we now know as Wikipedia, although it failed. Nevertheless, I got this email and says, "Hi David, saw on the blog you're a fan of Cory's. I'm a book publicist at Tor. Would you like to be on the list for an advance copy of Makers, his next adult novel coming out in November? Set in the immediate future, Makers tells the story of two inventors caught up in the midst of the next transformation of the American economy." Now, obviously, huge Cory Doctorow fan, I said yes. I said, immediately yes, put me on the list. And I actually have here, hang on, this is his latest book, Little Brother. Now, if you haven't read this book, it's a young adult, but you know what? Do yourself a favor, pick it up, read it. It's actually a really awesome book. I have really high standards with what I read, and in terms of the actual literature. And this is just a great book. It doesn't come off as young adult. It takes place in present day San Francisco, and it basically the San Francisco Bay Bridge gets attacked by a terrorist bombing, and this guy named the protagonist of the book, Marcus Yallo, he gets arrested, immediately suspected as a terrorist while playing hooky at school, and the story really goes from there. He comes out of prison and sees that San Francisco has been turned into a police state, and he must hack his way. He's a very proficient teenage hacker to circumvent the Homeland Security's, all those technological, like security cameras and everything that they've set up to really just go against the government because they feel that their civil liberties have been trampled on. Really awesome. Go check it out. I'm a huge fan, and I'll keep you apprised of that when I come out. Just want to see if there's any more on Gmail before I go along. Let's see. Here's a blog post I wrote. Now, I got this from a guy named on Twitter who messaged me, and this is Fissure TV. And what Fissure TV is, it's basically a movie they're releasing. Let's see. Starring, hang on a sec. It's a new web series based on the award-winning film Fissure, and it's going to be set in a series of 9 webisodes. It would take you on a journey of Detective Paul Grunning as he's called in to investigate a disturbance at the Ulster House. Now, one of the sections I'm planning to do with the blog is called Twitter Watch, in which I make a post about any messages I get from Twitter. Anyone who finds my blog via Twitter sends a press release through my email. I'm going to do it and call it Twitter Watch, and it happens to be one of the first posts that I did around that idea, around that vision. So, I'm excited. He thanked me. It's easy for me because, with press releases, you don't have to necessarily do that much editing. Saves you time, gets the word out. Personally, I like them. One more. This is from Darren McKillen to Sci-Fi Watch, and basically Amber I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, Ambergris Films, options a horror film developed on Twitter. Now this is, I have the actual blog post here, so bear with me. Now, this is a script called Killer Green, and it basically tells the story of, oops, give me a second. Well, it's basically a mix of like environmentalism and horror films. Basically, Ambergris Films optioned this script after it gained kind of a cult following on Twitter, has been passed around. Basically, it's a horror film that mixes cultural icons such as diners and serial killers with news ripped from the headlines such as wild use of cars and the unscrupulous practices of outlawed doctors. Now, the thing they don't tell you is the guys who wrote this are like 19, so they have already got a film option. Really amazing story, kind of sci-fi, kind of not, but nevertheless, exciting. I'm excited. Now, why don't I just show you a couple of sources where I get my income from, and when I say income, I mean any extra money. If I could make more than the $10 or $12 a month it costs to run the website, that's good for me. That means I made a profit. Now, this is a website I found called Tryon a couple of days ago, and what is Tryon? Oh, look at that! I have to sign in again. Tryon is basically a website where you write articles, and they basically load it with their own advertising, and you get a percentage of the money that either gets clicked through or how many people view your blog. Now, I've got about maybe 12 articles here over the last couple of days, and I've only made about 77 cents. Now, that's nothing by far, but it is more than I'm making with Google AdSense currently, and this is over a week. So, you know what? That's neither here nor there. The fact is, it's another income stream. The difference between this one and my blog is the articles on this one are not science fiction. You cannot duplicate them. They have to be original. If they see you've duplicated them, they'll flag you. So, check it out also. I'm not sure if you can read this. I'm Silo13, SILO13 there. So if you ever want to, check those articles, feel free to do so. All right, now we're on eBay. Now, again, I like to put affiliate links to eBay just because it's another source. I don't know if you can see this, but, it's currently at $9.92. And that was from a $9 purchase about a week ago. So, you know what? I'm happy. If I'm at work and I see that I made a $9 purchase off eBay for the month, I don't care. That's $9 I didn't have before. And it's more than I can say for the amount I'm doing. Now let's just go to Twitter, because, I'm a big Twitter fanatic, and currently I have about 1255 followers. And the reason I was able to get it so high in such a little time is because I mass followed a lot of people, which got me banned from Twitter for a week. But now that's over, I got 1,000 more followers, and I'm not going to do that again, obviously, but as you can see, it's another place to gain traffic. I'm going to skip my RSS feeds because in the midst of switching blogs, I didn't get I had to start up a new feed, which is really stupid because I lost all my current subscribers, which is like at 80. So I'm just going to forego FeedBurner for now.